We got instant potatoes, about 50 grams of carbs, 50 grams of protein shake, and it is 5:19 in the morning right now. So I didn't have a great night's sleep. I'm on about 7 hours of sleep, but the thing is, when the alarm goes off and it's 4:50 in the morning, yep, I woke up at 4:50. And I don't want to get up. I remind myself, shit, what are they going to think of you, Tristan, if you don't get up? They're going to think you're a little bitch. And it's like, what's worse? People thinking you're a bitch and you're a loser? Me, myself, thinking I'm a loser because I didn't do the thing that I said I was going to do? Or me going out and doing it, hopping in a cold shower, getting on that fucking treadmill right there and walking for 30 minutes. And then getting my work done, right? Sitting in some deep work, doing all the things that I said I was gonna do, going to the gym and fucking progressing, right? Lifting more weight than I lifted last week, right? Even though I might not feel like it in the moment. Who's gonna be happier, right? I say do what makes you happy, right? Oh, you gotta do what makes you happy. That's such a load of bullshit because the thing that makes you happy is behind a shitload of things that you don't want to do. So if you just sit through life and you think, oh, I just want to do what makes me happy, right? And I'm passionate about this because I had to go through this. Like, this is something that I did. I do what I want to do. Oh, I should do what makes me happy. All right, dude. Well, the thing that's truly going to make you happy is behind a fuckload of shit that you don't want to do, that is terrible, that is, uses all your willpower and will make you question yourself, second guess yourself, and, question your entire fucking existence, all right? But you have to go through that to get the good thing. People don't understand that. It's like, yeah, do all the things you want to do. Well, those things that you want to truly do are behind all the shit that you actually don't want to do. I've heard the saying, the good you're looking for is in the bad that you're avoiding. So, what I do, I go on walks and I pay for ChatGPT Premium and I talk to that bitch and I be like tell her everything about my life. And she'll give me feedback on what I can improve. And you know what I'm realizing? There's some key areas in my life that I am not very good at. Like things that I really need to improve. Things that I maybe shy away from. And if I lean into them, that is going to be like, I need to lean into the things that I don't want to do. I need to lean in these things that I'm not missing. So that's something I've realized lately is, I have all these fucking things that I want to go and do, and I'm documenting my journey to get there. But I rewatched, this is kind of, I don't know if this is weird or not, but I rewatched a bunch of my videos yesterday that I posted from early, but I don't think that's weird. I think it's normal. I'm glad I did because I look back then and I was so fucking sure that I was gonna get to this point. I watched a video literally last March. I think last March. Had no fucking plans. I think I had maybe, a couple $1,000s in my bank account. And I knew in that year that I was going to go to Thailand. I hadn't told anybody, I hadn't booked a trip, I hadn't bought any of the courses or programs, or the mentorships or any of the groups or any of that shit. And I watched myself say that I was gonna go to Thailand. It was like the ultimate goal is to go to fucking Thailand. You know what? I fucking did it. And I did it for 4 months. And that Tristan was ambitious as fuck, and I don't know why I don't have, I think I still have that ambition in me. It's just not coming out how I want it to come out, right? I'm sure in my head that this shit's gonna happen, but I'm not taking it as serious as it's in my head. So I want that fire again, and I hope you guys can see it's back in me right now. And maybe it hasn't in these last couple videos since I started, but you know, this shit's inevitable anyways. Like I'm not even fucking worried about it. I'm just gonna turn off the camera and get on the treadmill and fucking walk, right? Get shredded, down my macros. Like this isn't even food, it's macros. I don't care anymore. So let's go. Almost forgot. Yesterday I hit over my calories at 2840, 240 calories over my calorie goal, but almost 17,000 steps on top of, I think I did about 40 minutes of cardio, zone 2 cardio. So, you know, we went 240 calories over, but the thing is, you guys know on my rest days, here's the thing, I'm not trying to lose muscle in this cut. As much muscle as, I'm gonna try to preserve as much muscle as I can, right? That's the goal of a cut. Get as lean as you can, as low body fat percentage as you can get with as high muscle mass as you can keep. And so my thought process was it's a rest day. I don't have any stimulus on my muscles for them to grow. Protein is a stimulus and weight training is a stimulus. On my rest days, I'm not gonna take that as, oh, let me eat less food because I'm working out less. I'm gonna take that as, oh, I'm not working out. That means there's no stimulus on my muscle. That means I have to actually hit my protein goal no matter what, because I'm trying to preserve my muscle. So, yes, I went over my calories. Yes, I did a lot more cardio than I usually do, but you know, you gotta weigh things out, right? I went to the gym with my dad. For the people wondering about his journey, he's doing all right. I think he was 422 pounds maybe with like clothes and shoes on. So I'm guessing he's maybe just under 420, which, you know, isn't that much progress at all, to be honest. And like, this isn't me hating on him or anything. Like, I am going to the gym every week with him, trying to stay on top of him. That reminds me as well, I'm just gonna text him to ask him to send me his calories for MyFitnessPal, just to, you know, remind him. I try to remind him at least a couple times a week to text me his calories, just a screenshot of what he's been hitting. But yeah, his main thing is just low calories just makes him feel lethargic. He's just like low energy all the time now, which, you know, it sucks, but it's part of the journey. It's not going to be easy. It's not easy to lose weight, or else everybody would be fucking skinny, right? So that is my update on my accountability. Yes, I went over my calorie goal. I'm not saying that it's an excuse that I did more cardio, but, you know, at least I made up for it. Process is this, all right? If you're going to be willing to go over on your calories, you got to be willing to do the adequate amount of cardio to make up for that amount you went over on calories. So, you know, if you go 200 calories over your goal, are you going to spend 20 minutes on the incline treadmill, 30 minutes on the incline treadmill, 40 minutes walking outside to burn off those calories? Because if you're not, might as well just not eat over, because there's two different types of people on a cut, right? There's the person that wants to do as little amount of energy expenditure, and they can eat a little amount of food, and they can, you know, starve themselves, and they don't have to do cardio. For me, it's the opposite. I have to do a fuck ton of cardio because I like to eat, because I eat a lot. And you think about it like this: the person who eats 4,000 calories, burns 4,000 calories, is doing more than the person who eats 2,000 calories and burns 2,000 calories. They're both at net zero, but that 4,000 calorie person, that's an athlete. That's Michael Phelps. That's, you know, LeBron James. Those are really high level athletes that, yes, they eat a ton of food, but it's because they're burning so many calories that they're absolutely shredded, right? And so my thought process is body composition has to do with how much you eat and how much you consume. It's called energy flux. The higher you get that energy flux, it's like revving your engine to the max, right? And the higher you rev your engine, the better your body composition is gonna look.
And so you keep that shit to the floor, as many calories as you can eat, as many calories as you can burn, right? The philosophy isn't, it's not eat less, move more. It's not move more, eat less. It's eat more and also move more, which is going to increase your metabolic function, your metabolic rate, your whatever markers, your all. It's going to just make you a better functioning human being, because everything's going to be flowing and moving properly. It's not like, oh, I'm not moving, so my body slows down. Oh, I'm not eating, so my metabolism slows down. It's like, oh, that shit's getting fired up. It's like stoking the fire, right? Putting a shit ton of wood in the fire, and that shit's gonna burn, make you lean, make you feel good. I feel amazing when I do a bunch of cardio and eat a bunch of food, because, dude, food is energy, right? Why would I not do more cardio when I'm eating more food? It's just a time thing. That's the main thing I've realized. It's just like, it's a full-time job when you're doing that. It's more of a time constraint than a willpower constraint for me. Hit my steps, hit my calories. It is 8:30 right now, something like that. And I'm gonna head to bed right now. I'm gonna read, go to bed. I finished my book today, so East of Eden, that is done. Good book, recommend it. Now I just bought a new book on my Kindle. It's called The Alchemist's Daughter. And so I had ChatGPT, talked to her a little bit, figured out a good book. I have two books in my life at one moment in time. One is so I can go to bed, right? Just read before I go to bed. I'm not going to be scrolling on my fucking phone. That is literally the worst thing you could possibly do before going to bed. So, I'll scroll on my Kindle. I'll tap on my Kindle. But no scrolling on the phone. I have a fantasy book, or not a fantasy, but like one that will, like let my brain decompress a little bit and wind down and not have to think about self-development, because the other book is going to be an educational or learning book, which right now for me is Deep Work, and that's by Cal Newport. So East of Eden was good. It was so long. It took me like way too long to read it. It took me, I think, 2 months, or maybe like a month and 2 months. Probably took me 2 months to read that book. It's like 700-800 pages, and I wasn't very consistent with it, but it's over now. On to the next book. I'm gonna head to bed, hit my calories, hit my steps, and made some money. So good day in my book. On to the next day. Same thing tomorrow.